I I took some pictures yesterday to send to John when we got done with his drum, but it doesn't put it into perspective. So I brought out the 6.5 by 14 that we did a couple of months ago, so you can see just how big this thing is. It's a 13 by 9, and it is just a monster. All right, so we are here with a drum that we just finished for a customer, and it's one that I actually call it's a monster. Hey John, this is Darren with Outlaw, and I know it don't look quite like that much yet, but just got done cutting and angling your new drum. It fit together really good. All the joints look really good. Some really pretty maple. And I'm excited because we're going to do the new Outlaw X series. It's a behemoth. It's a cannon. It's a super cool drum. It's a 13 by 9 for a customer, John, that met Michael and Derek at NAMM, and has a certain way that he likes his drums built, which is very different than the ordinary methods or styles that I've seen or we've come across. And I thought it would be a really neat project and a really fun project, and it turned out to be just that way. One of the things that I liked about it is he was extremely detailed in everything that he wanted. Every aspect of the drum, from the bearing edges to the throw and the butt plate, just very detailed. And you love working with somebody that really knows what they want.
It's going to be fully engaged.
Fully engaged.
But the ribbon is not going to be tight. It's going to be free flowing.
Okay, I got you. So go ahead and tighten it down a little bit. And so that really made it fun. The drum itself is, he saw one of the pictures of the original etched we did that was black and white. He really thought that would be a cool fit to what he wanted to try to do. He's actually got several of them constructed similar to this. This one's patterned after is a 1-inch thick shell, and ours is it's 5/8. So it's a monster itself for us. One of the thickest shells that we've done. Some of the neat things on it is, one, that there is no metal to wood. Everything has a gasket in between it that's touching the wood. So if you'll notice, like a different thing on the badge, you'll see a little black silhouette around there, a shadow, if you will, and that's a gasket we did for the badge. Every tube lug has a plastic gasket on the inside to keep the metal from the wood, and on the outside also. Then it's got 3 vents. All 3 vents are placed 120 degrees apart, and they're exactly 3 inches from the bottom of the shell, as requested by John. And each one has a gasket on the outside and a gasket on the inside. The trick throw-offs, they don't come with gaskets. Trick doesn't offer them, so we made some for it. And then of course we used a little bit different inside bolts in there that he really liked the look of, so we did that for him. And then the strainer that you're probably hearing talk to us as we're doing this is another new for us. It's the Canopus 13-inch vintage brass that he uses on his drums, and he said it's for a reason. A couple of the other things is an Evans ST Dry on the top, and then a 500 on the bottom. And the reason for that 500 being is this drum, it creates so much compression that it has to be at least a 500, or you're worried about it busting the bottom head. And it does generate some compression. After we got it together, Michael and Derek got to play it some, and it's like almost like a cannon. It hurt my ears. I couldn't stay in there. It was so loud, way more versatile than you would find in a drum of this size. That they really loved it tuned down low. I think for John's high tensions, he sent us a tension watch, which is how he wanted everything set. He wanted it 91 on the top and 87 on the bottom, and then the medium, I want to say, was like 87 on top and 84 on the bottom. And anyway, it's just generates a ton of compression, and it's just really like a cannon. Really cool drum. My favorite things was I do a couple things different. We did a double 45 on the bottom into an 1/8 of an inch on the outside one, and met it with the inside. And then the favorite thing you won't be able to see is on the top. On the top is a 60-degree inside up to a roundover, an 1/8 inch roundover. And so that was really cool. It's just a neat drum. I can't wait for him to get it and see what he thinks, because so far we've loved it. The way it sounds, the way it looks, I think is phenomenal. It came out just super good. It's got like a, with that etched, it gives it such a cool look and a cool feel. It gives it added another dimension to a drum, through the shell. And for me, it just gives it an attitude that you can see before you ever even hear the drum talk to you. And I think that's a neat thing. So anyway, but we're really excited to get this to John. We're still going to play with it some more, do some more sound files, and then get it on his way to him, and then he'll be able to be the real judge and then see what we did. But I think he's gonna. I hope that he's really going to love it, because we did beat it. Hey John, this is Darren with Outlaw, and I know it don't look quite like that much yet, but just got done cutting and angling your new drum. And it fit together really good. All the joints look really good. Some really pretty maple, and I'm excited because we're going to do the new Outlaw Etch series. And I believe Michael told me it's going to be white and black, like the one that they called Winter Bone, but I never liked the name, so I'm gonna go with the John Giovanni Ghost Note for you. And yeah, just really excited. It's a cool process. I'm gonna keep you updated with videos, and I just can't wait to see it, man. So we'll take it from just this gorgeous maple into an outlawed, just etched, and oh man, it's gonna come alive. It's gonna have some attitude and just be amazing. But anyway, we just appreciate you. Thank you. And we really look forward to this build. And I'll talk to you soon. Hey, John, this is Darren. I just want to give you another quick update before I do the magical scaling, chipping, etching, I guess you would say. But I just got done sanding it down. So it's been marked, drilled halfway, so I can know what to stay away from. And it just is just a beautiful shell, man. It's gonna make just a really good solid drum. All your joints are so good. It's just it looks really nice. So anyway, we'll come over here and I'll try to give you a little peek at the magic of it. And I'm gonna do you a time-lapse video, but I want to do just a little bit of just regular video, so you'll get just a taste of what it's like. Hey John, well maybe that gave you a little taste, and that was just the first. That'll be like the first pass. So I'll come back over it again to take. I mean, I like to get away from it because it starts looking all the same, and you don't want to. I don't ever want to fall into a pattern of doing them. I think that's one of the coolest things, is that it'll be so original if I try not to do a pattern. And as I catch myself trying to get into one, I try to break it while I'm in there. But I'm gonna come back over it again and retouch them. I'll touch it over it again, because you really end up wanting it just to be just a lot of the etches and just very little of the out. So when that last coat goes on, it's just going to barely touch, and it'll really accent all the etches. But I think you can get an idea of just the kind of dimension that it adds to the shell, and just gives it a really unique feel, man. And just a look that's just, I mean, it's one of a kind, And I think it's just a really cool trick of the trade. Hey John, this is Darren. Got the edges done on the machine today, and you can see I'll still hand sand them to finish them up, but looks really good. The bottom is the double 45, outside 45 1/8 in, and then a 45 on the inner cut.